one note to check out this hand, and use two notes to check out this hand, and it'll change when you're using different note combinations. So as you move throughout your scale, you're going to need to try different note and finger combinations. Hey guys, it's Mike again. I was just working with one of my students on smoothing out some of his notes. We were working on just like a little small piece of a scale, and for him it was sounding very choppy. Okay, and if you've noticed at home, if you're doing any melodies or scales or any kind of single note and it sounds choppy, these are a few things that you can do to clean that up. First off, what you want to do is figure out which hand it is. And probably if you're in the early stages, it's probably a little bit of both hands. And actually for him, it was also a little bit of both hands. First off, so we're trying to figure out which one it is or if it's both and what exactly we need to do to fix it. So one problem that he was having was he wasn't striking his string quickly enough. And I don't mean trying to play real fast. I'm just talking about if your hand motion is very slow when you're playing a note, then your pick is very slow. It's going to kind of stop on the string before it goes over the string and makes the sound. So essentially it's going to be muting the string before it actually plucks the string. So what you can do to see if you have this issue is just pick your string, just one string, open, and see if you're getting a steady sound, boo, 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 or if you're getting a chop. Okay, and if you are getting a chop, a couple things you can do is choke up on your pick a little bit so that you don't have so much pick sticking out, because a lot of times if you got a lot of pick going, then you got a lot more pick to slide over the string before you ever get any sound. Okay, so choke up on your pick a little bit. The next thing is make sure you don't rest on your string to find it. A lot of times people kind of look for their string. They try and put, if they're especially in the inner strings, they try and put their pick on it before they play it. That's going to give you a chop as well. So try and get that going very smoothly, and go straight through your strings and make it a pretty precise and quick motion. Don't let it be super slow. Okay. Now, a lot of that is hard to do in the beginning, so as you get better, think about these things a little bit at a time. If you need to practice on just playing a single note, boo, 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 and keeping that smooth to get your right hand working how it should, do that. Use a little bit of your practice time to make that better. Now, the other thing is figuring out, okay, maybe there's a little bit of the left hand going on. Giving us some issues too. What's usually happen here, we play a note, then when we go to play another note, we're placing our finger on that, and that finger mutes it out, and then we play it. So what we need to do is make sure we're coming down on that note quickly, and that this right hand is playing at exactly the same time this is coming down. Okay, and the same goes for the opposite way. When we're coming off, you got a note, and then you want to be picking at exactly the same time that finger comes off. Because if you don't, you're going to get that. Or if you have two fingers, say if you're going from one note to the next, two notes on the same string, what we have to make sure we're doing is this finger is going down before we let off of this finger, and we're striking over here at exactly the same time. And then when we're coming back to this finger, let's just say if this one's not already down, okay, we need to get this one down before we lift this finger. And then we need to be striking at exactly the same time this one leaves. So you'll see, if my pick isn't working exactly with these fingers, then that's going to give me a chop too. And if I don't have a finger down before I'm going to the next one, that's going to give me a chop. So if one finger goes down or lifts off before the next one's ready. So we got to get that done. Now a cool thing that you can do, I always like to use just a couple of notes at a time. One note to check out this hand, and use 2 notes to check out this hand, and it'll change when you're using different note combinations. So as you move throughout your scale, you're going to need to try different note and finger combinations. Use just small sections, like 2, maybe 3, sometimes 4 notes at a time. But what you can do to do 2 notes, you go one way and you listen if that's going, if you're getting a chop there, and then you go the opposite way and you can see if you're getting a chop there. So you're going both ways. Dee-doo, doo-dee, dee-doo. So you're doing 2 notes, each note in a row, but it's kind of like you're going this way, then you're going that way. You're going this way, then you're going that way. So you're not just going. When you play those notes very quickly in a row like that, your chop isn't going to be as obvious, and it's not going to be as clear which, if you have one, how big it is, which one's worse or not. I like to do it slow, but make the transition quick. And you can do your alternate picking if you want to as well. But just keep it small. Hopefully that helps you out a little bit when you're cleaning up any kind of chop that you might have. My name is Micah. I'm with 90 Day Guitar, and I will see you again soon.